And in Bolivia, government spokespersons rejected a report from FAO and the United Nations World Food Programme about the alleged imminent risk of famine affecting 19% of the country's population. A correspondent, Freddy Morales, with the details.
Un informe de la Organización de Naciones Unidas para la Alimentación y la Agricultura.
A report from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and the World Food Programme forecasting imminent famine in Bolivia caused discomfort within the government. We, as the national government, emphatically reject the assertions made in the report and the opinions expressed based on it. First, efforts have been made to generate uncertainty and anxiety based on the assertion that Bolivia is at risk of famine, which is completely false. Why? Because the published report on critical points regarding hunger does not show Bolivia at risk of famine.
Según el gobierno boliviano, el informe de la FAO.
According to the Bolivian government, the Food and Agriculture Organization report is found with errors, such as mentioning that due to the shortage of dollars, the country will not be able to import basic foods such as tomatoes, onions, carrots, and potatoes. We do not import any type of products from the family basket that has to do with primary production, so this data is totally erroneous, and we strongly reject that we are going to have deficiencies in the capacity to import. We must inform the Food and Agriculture Organization that we do not import products from the basic basket, therefore. It is an erroneous data planned in a negative way to harm government management.
Para rebatir el informe internacional se mencionó que aquí.
To counter the international report, it was mentioned that the contribution of family farming is important here. In addition to the fact that this year food production grew by an average of almost 30% compared to last year, and 12 state programs supporting food production and irrigation are currently in place. We want to tell the Food and Agriculture Organization that we are producers by vocation and we will never die of hunger. The data show clearly so that we can expose to the Bolivian people, and there will be no doubt that the government is working in the productive sector.
Al final del día, los funcionarios de las propias Naciones Unidas en Bolivia.
At the end of the day, United Nations officials in Bolivia visited the Foreign Ministry to clarify that the report on the imminent risk of famine included 13 countries, not including Bolivia.
Que no se encuentra Bolivia.
El informe no menciona ni alerta sobre.
The report does not mention or warn about a famine situation in Bolivia.
Cabe indicar que hambruna es un término técnico con criterios específicos.
It should be noted that famine is a technical term with specific criteria such as the proportion of the population with extreme hunger, child wasting, and mortality rates, criteria that do not apply in the Bolivian case.
Criterios que no aplican en el caso boliviano.
Según los datos oficiales, la producción de alimentos ha remontado este año.
According to official data, food production has risen this year despite problems such as road blockades and others, to the point that producers themselves are requesting authorization to increase their exports of soy, beef, milk, organ meats, chia, and sorghum. It is claimed that there is sufficient production, but it has been admitted that the constant rise in prices is reducing consumption by part of the population.
Reduce el consumo de parte de la población. Freddy Morales, TeleSUR, Bolivia.